subscribe and hit the bell icon for any future upload. And also, relax and enjoy the experience.
Hey, what's up guys, Siddharth here, back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 smartphone life hacks. So we use our phones every day. We use it for calling people, we use it to message some people some information, we use it to post photos onto Instagram, we use it to browse through the news of the day. But nowadays, you can do more with your phone more than it was just built for, because OEM manufacturers are now including lots and lots of features, and there are amazing features which you can actually use as life hacks that help in life. So why don't we start them off? So to start things off, let's talk about the remotes. We use them every day to turn on our TV, to turn on our ACs, and all infrared controlled devices. Now of course, sometimes you might realize that those devices stop working, either because the motherboard is contaminated or because maybe the remote's battery just died. But in order to find out if the remote's actually working or not without removing the batteries in order to change, you can actually view them using your smartphone. It's pretty simple. All you gotta do is take the remote and point the part which has the bulb facing towards the camera of your smartphone, open the camera application, and hit any button on the remote. And through the viewfinder, if you see that the bulb lights up in a sort of reddish white kind of glow, that means it's working. If it's not, it's a dud. So yeah, that's there. So how does a smartphone see what a human eye cannot see? Well, technically the answer to that is these bulbs are infrared light bulbs, and they produce a light signature which is lower than the electromagnetic spectrum of which visible light can be seen by the eye. Now this is all done by a filter which filters out ultraviolet rays and of course infrared rays as well. But of course, my DSLR that I'm using to record this video right now also has a such filter in order to give a much lifelike view of what the camera sees, but smartphones do not have that filter. Hence, you're able to see any ray signature which is below the electromagnetic spectrum. But of course, I don't believe that a smartphone can see anything above the electromagnetic spectrum. So that's one of the life hacks to solve your remote problems. But why don't we move on? So the next one we're going to see is a pretty interesting one. We always thought that we needed a fitness band or a Samsung Galaxy flagship smartphone in order to get a heart rate monitor to check your oxygen saturations or even your stress level. But there's actually a free app out there in the Play Store that you can download right now, also available on App Store, which can record your heart rate. The app's called Heart Rate Monitor. Pretty simple name. All you gotta do is download and install it. And through the use process, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is place your finger on top of the camera, place your finger on top of your main primary camera in case your phone is dual camera, and of course, just set it there and hit the start button. What it does is it turns on the flash as bright as it can, and the flash actually illuminates your finger, giving a sort of a red glow when it shines on your finger. And that actually provides a color variation which the camera is able to identify. And if the color is slightly off, it actually can be able to identify and judge your heart rate. Now of course, with comparing it to fitness band, it's pretty accurate, somewhat close, sometimes it's a bit off, but it's most often accurate. This application is available for both iOS and Android, and that's a huge thumbs up. So moving on to the next one, which is really a neat trick. All you gotta do is purchase a $1 OTG adapter or cable, whichever you decide, and you could use it for almost anything. Now, this is an amazing invention of a device since most of the USB accessories only support USB-A, and there has been a recent transition where there are even USB-C accessories. But you don't see a lot of micro USB accessories. So what do you do for that? Technically, the best way is to get a USB OTG adapter connected to your smartphone, and of course you can plug almost anything from a mouse to a keyboard to a PlayStation controller or even an Xbox controller. Just saying. You could connect Ethernet cables using an additional dongle. You could connect external USB devices. You could even connect hard drives for the fact. Now you may have this old device which may have a shattered screen and display doesn't work, but the battery still does. What you can do is use it as an emergency backup battery. Charge it up, connect the USB OTG, connect the USB cable, and you could easily charge up your phone that you're using. So that's a huge thumbs up, and it's totally amazing. That's an amazing accessory to have in your bag always, even if you're in an emergency situation. So moving on, the next trick is for emergency cases only. And I know that maybe a lot of the viewers that I have on this channel are most often people who have smartphones who use cases. And those cases also have other purposes other than protecting your smartphone from scuffs and scratches, or other accessory features like having a kickstand, or you could use them as wallets. Just take a dollar bill or a 10 rupee note, fold them to a small amount, and slap it in the back of your case. It's gonna stay protected there, and you could just pull them out if you're ever in a tight situation where you just need 10 rupees in order to finish all your bills. So you might be in some sort of situation like that, and that time this case money might come in handy. Last but not least, I saved the best trick for last. So you might be wanting to drill a hole in your wall, but you're worried if the portion that you're about to drill has a live electric wire running through it or not. Well, technically you can test it out using your smartphone. All you gotta do is take your smartphone, considering your phone has a magnetometer, open the compass application, and of course move your phone towards the wall where you suspect there might be a live wire running. Now of course, physics 101, when a current passes through a wire, it produces a magnetic force around the wire, which causes deflections in the magnetic field. So these magnetic deflections can be identified through the compass application. Now of course, there are various other applications like electromagnetic detector and stuff like that, which mostly utilize the magnetometer sensor that is present in your smartphone in order to detect these magnetic variations in electrical devices. So that wraps up for this video. Hope you liked it and hope you use it, all these tips and tricks. These are tips and tricks that you might use in your everyday lives. These are simple ones as well. So hope you liked it. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on all social media links linked down in the video description. Support me on Patreon, and I'll see you guys later.